Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. Luis Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder kind of ended a little bit the way most people thought, with the knockout. But the odd thing about it is the fight did seem fixed. And let's just be honest and unbiased about what we mean by that. When you look at the fight and you see that Luis Ortiz was pretty much dominating the action, most people, if you look at it, you could see that Luis Ortiz was pretty much sweeping every single round. Deontay Wilder wasn't doing much. Luis Ortiz was the aggressor. Deontay Wilder let off the right hand a few times, and he was just unable to land cleanly on Luis Ortiz. His defense was too much, too clean, too crisp for Deontay Wilder. He was putting in great body work on Deontay Wilder early and was just being the more aggressive pressure fighter in the fight. And so round after round goes by, and you know that Luis Ortiz at some point needs to go for the stoppage to get the victory, because eventually that right hand will land. The interesting thing about all this is that Deontay Wilder, when you look at the PBC card, they had it a very close fight. I believe 1 round off, when the way I looked at it is Luis Ortiz has pretty much won every single round, and you may be able to give Deontay 1 round, but how is Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz fight this close on the cards? It makes no sense. And then another thing that makes you think the fight is somewhat fixed is that when Deontay Wilder drops Luis Ortiz with the right hand, the referee started counting extremely fast, and as Luis Ortiz is rushing and getting to his feet, he keeps going quickly and waves off the fight when he sees that Luis Ortiz is ready to continue. It seemed a little fixed. It seemed the scorecards was a little off. You could see the referee was anxious to end the fight, and coincidentally it was the same 7th round where Deontay Wilder was getting hurt. It looks like he got staggered back by Luis Ortiz, but ultimately we understand why this happened. We understand that Luis Ortiz is not the biggest puncher in the division. He's not one of the top 3 punchers in the division, and to beat Deontay Wilder, at the end of the day, you have to attack him early and often. You have to get to him, and Luis Ortiz just was not quick enough to close that distance. Yes, winning rounds were good, but you can't worry about winning rounds against a guy who's a knockout puncher like Deontay Wilder. The wave off was a little bit suspect. The scorecard was a little bit suspect. But at the end of the day, Deontay Wilder picked Luis Ortiz for a rematch for a reason, because he's 8,000 years old, because he would have a decided advantage over a much older fighter. That's why he's not looking to fight guys in their prime that could be dangerous, that could land something significant, because we've seen Deontay Wilder staggered again in this 7th round. So we understand that this fight did look suspect from the beginning to the end. Something just didn't seem right about it. But then again, Deontay Wilder, we understand why tonight he's avoiding guys like Dillian White, guys who can land one punch and change the fight. Deontay Wilder is always a threat to anybody he faces, but guys who have a strong knockout punch and pedigree can get to Deontay Wilder and significantly hurt him. We've seen him staggered in this fight. We've seen him hurt in this fight, and body shots were the key. But unfortunately, Luis Ortiz, was stopped in this fight due to a knockout, and it did look a little bit suspect. But once again, unbiased as always, it's the IBFP.